Hey guys, how are you doing? So, I think that a lot of my readers will be happy yesterday, right? No matter it's in America, in United States, or in Hong Kong, then the index rise up a lot, right? So yesterday, Dow Jones and Nasdaq even rise more than 7%, and then Dow Jones rise more than 1,200 points. 1,200 points, right? This is a big rise. And then Hong Kong today even have been rising for more than 900 points. Let me check it now. Oh, sorry. Just rise at 1,090 points for Hang Seng Index, right? So I think a little bit more happy to us because we've been on the downside for so long, right? About 9 months since February of this year. Okay, then today is Friday, November 11, and we will take a look on the financial statement of Twitter because yesterday Elon Musk said he wants Twitter could go bankrupt, and then the company is still shaking, right? Then I have a simple question. Then, if like that, then why he bought it, and then why Jack Dorsey sell it? The very important thing is the shareholders is very lucky, very lucky. You know that because Twitter been delisted already, it's not public listed anymore. The last day is on 8th of November. That means 3 days before. Very lucky because the share price did not go down sharply. Why? Because Elon Musk is going to buy it. This is the news. Very lucky to all the shareholders of Twitter. And then you know that like Facebook, it dropped it more than 80%. And then for Twitter, still okay, right? Not a big rise, but not a big drop. And then everyone got the money. So I think the only one that so worrying now is Elon Musk, because then he spent 44 billion US dollar to buy it, and then now he found out that it's going to bankrupt. I'm very suspected that he did any due diligence on the financial statement, or just because he liked it, right? And then now the Tesla stock price been dropped at half, right? And then now he just threw 44 billion US dollar to the rubbish bin, something like that. If Twitter is going bankrupt, right? Because you know that if he cannot afford Twitter go to bankrupt, no one can. Or maybe Warren Buffett, right? But Warren Buffett will not do that, right? Who will buy Twitter this time? No income, because the cookies been blocked and no solution yet, right? So actually, we will take a quick look on the last quarter, right? Because now it's not going public, then it may not announce any financial statement anymore, right? But we take a look on that. You will still find some clue that this company is going to be bankrupt, right? Okay, then yesterday, because everything rise up, right? So our Falcon portfolio been raised up back to 42% from 34%. So such a big rise, right? So if you have any questions or any company you want me to talk about, then you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by Usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. So this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio. Then for the compound interest, right? For the compound increment of our portfolio is about 12 to 13%, 12 to 13% per year, because we've been just 1 month, then we've been 1 or 2 months, we've been established for 3 years. So the compound interest per year is about 12 to 13%. I hope it can rise up to 15%, right? 1.5. We'll see. So this is our covering, and this is like the headlines today, right? And then Elon Musk wants Twitter could go bankrupt. And then my question is, why he bought it? 44 billion US dollar. Half is his money, by cash, and half he is doing some loans. I don't know is from the I don't know is it from the bank. I think it's from the bank, right? From the bank. Then half is his own money. Half is he get the money from the bank. Need to pay the interest, and now the interest rate is high. Then why he bought it? Did he check it? Did he do any due diligence? I'm afraid it's not, right? You know this guy, right? He always do something then that he suddenly he wants to do it. He love it. He love Twitter, right? Then he would like to buy it because it's name, right? Because he may just take a look on the share price. Okay, the share price still okay, but there's a bomb inside it, right? So yesterday, the Dow Jones rose at 1,200 points, right? It's been 3.7%, right? But not as crazy as Nasdaq. Nasdaq rose at 7.35% yesterday, right? Why did it happen? It's because the CPI been 7.7% for October, and then 1 month before is 8.2, and the market predicted it will be 8, but now it's 7.7%. So the market thinks that I think it's not in this year, maybe in next year, and then the Fed will slow down the pace of putting up the interest rate. So you can see that is 1,000, right? So if Fed stopped it, putting up the interest rate, or in the reverse way, reduce it after the Ukraine or Russia been settled down, then I think I don't know how much Dow or Nasdaq will rise, maybe 4,000 points, right? We don't know that, right? So we take a look on that. So you see that for the 10-year Treasury yield, 1 week before in our program is 4.144%, right? And then yesterday, 3.811%. So the market rise up crazily. And for FTX, you can say that then the news is lucky. But if you involved it and put your money into that platform, then maybe you will have to prepare that you lose all your money. Yesterday, because the market rise up so crazy, so less people talk about that, right? But we all know that then FTX, she will have shortage of capital, about 8 billion US dollar. And then Binance is not going to buy it because they found out that this is a black hole. A lot of other debts, a lot of other trades inside FTX and Binance don't know. So actually it already stopped it and said that okay, that deal is no more. So no one will come and save FTX, and then you have to, if you put your money onto this platform, then you have to prepare that you lost all the money, right? It seems very likely that FTX will go bankrupt. I don't know that if they will be charged by the US government. Maybe something is not legal. We don't know. But the point is, even like that, even he's been charged illegal, then FTX has no money. So any money then you still put on this platform, then you have your preparation that you will lose all the money. So we are investing. We are not betting, right? We are not gambling. I always said that if that financial tool is not legal, don't waste your time to study it. Don't waste your time to involve in that because it's not legal. You have no right to pursue it. You have no right, right? Even you go to the police department or you go to any of that, then sorry, it's not legal. So you have to prepare that you lose all the money, right? So that's what it is. So even as big as Binance, I do not suggest you involve in that. Skip it. Don't waste your time unless the crypto is legal. So the same thing happened to Meta. Meta, that means Facebook, right? Meta cut 11%, 11,000 of employees. That means 13% employees. And then Twitter now is going to cut half of the people. But even he's going to cut half of the people, and then Elon Musk still said Twitter most likely to go bankrupt. So it's so worse, right? But the point is the shareholder of Twitter is very lucky because it's delisted. And then share price is not going down. Why? Because Elon Musk going to buy it. But not so lucky for Facebook. If Twitter has the same problem, that means Facebook has, right? So that means Facebook sooner or later, even the stock price dropped a lot, right? The story is not finished. That means Facebook may be the second to cut more people, and then gone. So don't hold this stock anymore. Don't hold this stock. Meta, Twitter, Salesforce, I still not study the report, so I don't know. But for Facebook, Twitter, stay away from them, right? It's not a ripple. It's a bomb. It's not a ripple, right? So always examine the finance balance sheet of the stock. If you want to buy it or you already bought it, right? Always examine, and then in a minute I will show you which position you should focus on, right? Focus on unless they do the fake figures. But even they did the fake figures, the people analyze it will find out this is fake because they provide some figures. If you just not look at everything and you just look at the stock prices, then you will be very wrong, right? So you look at for TSM, right? The stock price has been dropped a lot, but actually for every season she is earning money. The revenue and the net income, okay. It's just the unit trust sell out the stock. The company itself is okay, but it doesn't the same case to Twitter. So you see that it just by yesterday, and then Twitter, that means Elon Musk, holds an emergency meeting accelerating the top executive rush to leave Twitter. The top management people. Why? Because the company is most probably going to bankrupt. That's the issue, right? So you can see that this is the stock price chart, and you can see that beside Twitter, there's a word called the delisted. That means Twitter now is delisted already. When is on November 8th? That means few days before. So you can see that the stock price frozen at 53.7, not the top one, but not very low. Right? You can see that in 2013 it dropped to very low. Why? Why it's not dropping? It's because Elon Musk is going to inject 44 billion US dollar into that, right? So it support the stock prices and then it go delisted. So the shareholder of Twitter is very lucky. Right? Otherwise, it will go through the same story as Facebook, dropped it more than 80%, like a shit, right? So this is our covering. So I have analyzed it because now it's not listed, right? So actually, the finance report just up to June, end of June, no more, right? Because Twitter doesn't need you, right? It is very embarrassing, right? So you can see that I have made a very short summary of that. So add up some cash items or easily been transferred into cash, right? So forget about everything like intangible asset, goodwill, some deferred tax, you can omit them, right? But better at the deferred tax asset, right? But doesn't matter, right? So we take out something that can be easily transformed to cash. What's the value now is 7.27 billion US dollar. Not a small amount, right? So we go to the current liability and the long-term liability. We add up both together, right? Some you have to pay back very soon, and then some is later because it's long-term. So the long-term but short-term liabilities sum up is 7.64 billion US dollar. That means the cash is still okay to support the liabilities. Seems no problem, right? So we check about the Q2 net income. Sorry, it's a loss. It lost 0.27 billion US dollar, right? And then what is the cost and expense? 1.52 billion US dollar. That means even there is no sales, you still have to pay for that because this is the salary. Salary, expense, administrative. So by quickly, you can see that on Q2, lost more than 1.3 billion US dollar. Oh, sorry, it lost more than 1.7 because the Q2 net income is lost. And then you still have to pay for the cost and expense in the Q3, right? So the cash will quickly drain out, quickly. So you consider because the interest rate's been putting up. So you consider in July, August, September, how bad it will be, right? Maybe very bad. So I have made a red circle about that. You can take a look, and then cost of revenue, research and development, sales and marketing, general and administrative. When compared, this is for 3 months. When compared to 1 year before, it increased more than 30%. Why? More staff, increased salary, work from home. The productivity is very low. That's the problem. Increased 30%. But you can see the revenue did not increase. So the company must lose. So the red circle is at the right down corner, right? You can see that this is very important. For every quarter, you have to check this. The net cash provided by the operating activities. That means you run this business. Forget about the expense first. How much cash you can generate. Forget about what you have to spend. Just focus on how much cash you can generate. That's very important. This is the maximum increment because it will decrease afterwards. Like you pay for the employee, pay for the cost and expenditure, something like that. This is the maximum, right? Cash will not tell lies, right? Cash is honest. You can see that 1 year before, the cash generated is 772,151. That means 0.77 billion US dollar. But this year, the same 6 months, only 0.155 billion. Lost 80%. Where did the money lost? Where is that? The revenue is less? No. Let us take a look. You see that for the revenue generated for 6 months, nearly the same as 1 year before. And then even for different countries like United States, Japan, and the rest of the world, you can see that the revenue generated nearly the same. So what happened? It's because the cost and revenue, research, and other fixed expenditure increased too much. So Twitter has to cut half of the people. That's the reason. So my question is, why you hire them? Right? It's like Mark Zuckerberg said, they expand too much. Why? Why you expand too much? The first thing is they expand too much in the past 1 year, so they burn a lot of cash. Consider they are burning the money low. And then this year, sorry, there is the cookies. The advertisement income less. But you can see that for the past 6 months, just up till June 30, the revenue not decreasing. Maybe decreased in the past quarter. We never know, right? But still not decreased. So why there is no money? Because they employed too many employees in between. And then if the advertisement income drops, then it lost much. So that's why Elon Musk said the company is going to bankrupt. Maybe the cash nearly drained out. So if you just by looking the net cash provided by the operating activity, at that time you should sell out all the Twitter stock already, right? Because it's bad. If the revenue is the same, why suddenly the net cash provided dropped it by 80%? No matter what, you have to sell out first, right? But so lucky that because Elon Musk, maybe he just blind, right? Then he buy this company and then he injected $44 billion into that. So the stock price been freezed and then go delisted, and the shareholders been saved. But you will not be so lucky in your whole life by buying the stock. So actually you should take a little bit time and then go to the SEC web page and then print it out, and then at least you check few of the items. Whenever you check those few items, I checked it, I can assure that you will sell all Twitter out or all Facebook out because they are losing the money. So don't be lazy, right? So today we share up till here, and thanks for watching. Then please give us a like if you like it, and then any comment is welcome. So today is Friday. Please help me to press the subscribe and then the bell button. So whenever there is video uploaded, YouTube will inform you. So everyone have a very peaceful weekend, and we hope that tonight that the market will still rise up, right? Okay, see you next week. Have a very peaceful weekend. Bye bye.